Rodney Perry with Cascade Sports, home of the student athlete. And today, our guest is Bryson Warren from Arkansas, one of the top players in the whole state of Arkansas, class of 23. Recently, if I'm not mistaken, Bryson just got moved up in the rankings in your class. Why don't you tell the audience a little bit about Bryson Warren and his background?
Yes, sir. I'm Bryson Warren. I'm a point guard. MoCan 17s. I'm actually playing up 17s. I'm a 5-star point guard on ESPN. And,
That's pretty much it, huh? Sums up Bryson Warren. Okay. Well, Bryson, thanks for being on the show. We have a few questions that we want to ask you, so the audience will even get to know Bryson a little bit better, as well. And so I just recently heard that you're making a big move to Link Academy and down in Branson, Missouri. Why don't you tell our audience a little bit about Link Academy?
Yes, sir. Link Academy, it's we're new, but we're not new. We already had a post grad. Now we're on the academy team, which we'll be playing against the top talent in the nation. Other prep schools, Montbird, IMG, and we're just coming in to take over.
Okay, great. I like to take over. So obviously anytime, something's new and jumping on the scene, you obviously want to jump on the scene with a bang, too. And you also said that you played for MoCan Elite 17U. Recently we had one of your teammates on the show, Caden Fish, and he was the one who said you guys had some dudes, on your squad. So why don't you tell us a little bit about, your MoCan 1700 team?
Yes, sir. MoCan 17U, we got Terrence Reed, 4-star big man, smooth in the paint. Felix Akpera, for another 4-star center, he blocks everything. We got Caden Fish, he's our glue guy, rebounds, steals, sets great screens. Larry Hughes Jr., sharpshooter. We got Mayo, really your do-it-all guy, your coach on the court too. And then Rob Martin, shifty point guard, makes plays for his teammates. And Aiden Shaw, long athletic, gets to the offensive glass great and can knock down open three.
Okay, so I also know that you guys have Scott Clark on your team as well, and I just heard recently that he came up a little bit lame. I heard he had a little hyperextension, of the knee. So obviously he's questionable right now to to play in the Peach Jam. But if he's able to play in the Peach Jam, what does he add to what you guys already have?
Scott Clark, he has the quickness, the skill, the shot, the defense. He's super quick, and he's a leader on the court. So it'd be great to have him back if we can. Okay, so you said Bryson Warren, recently 5-star. So obviously there's gonna be a lot of coaches watching Bryson play, as well. And so the coaches that don't really know Bryson's game, does it go hard to paint? Tell the coaches kind of like, if he's just gonna stand on the perimeter and shoot jumpers, or tell the coaches what is Bryson Warren's game? Bryson Warren's game, he's a 3-level scorer. He gets to the paint, makes layups, mid-range, bread and butter, and he can shoot the three and get his teammates involved. He's a leader, and most importantly, he's a winner. He wins at all levels.
Okay, coaches love winners, without a question of a doubt. So here's a question for you, Bryson, because speaking to your mom and speaking to your dad, I know they're really high on academics, too. So I know that's really high in you guys, household, too. So kind of tell, obviously being a student athlete, with student being first. Kind of tell our audience a little bit about what is a student athlete. What does that actually mean to Bryson Warren?
Student athlete for me means that we go hard in the books before we go hard in basketball. So for me, I have a 3.5 GPA, so I like to keep it above 3.5 for me. So it's always me books then basketball.
Okay, so I had an opportunity to ask Caden this question, right here when we had him on the show. So I'm gonna ask you the same question, too. What are your goals in basketball and in life?
In basketball, my goals are definitely to get to the NBA, the league, and in life, my goal is to know that I worked hard now, so I don't have to work as hard later in life.
Okay, so you say to be able to get to the NBA, in which I hear a lot of young players always say, Al, my goal is to go to the NBA. So do you know what allows Bryson Warren to have the goal, not just to have the goal, but also have the mentality of thinking that he's going to be able to make it to the NBA one day?
For, For me, I've been getting up 6 a.m. in the morning since 6th grade. So all the work I've been putting in is going to show now. And for me, as long as I keep working, which I will, I'm just keep getting better and better and progressing, which for me, I know will get me to the league.
Okay. So is there so you play point guard. So is there a NBA player now that you kind of look at or want to model your game after or can learn from or, anything like that?
I have to model my game after Damian Lillard.
Okay. So what do you actually take from Dame's game that you kind of apply to your game?
I think from Dame, his range, I like that he can shoot deep, but then he comes off screens and knows like where the big man will be at or where his man will be at. And sometimes CJ McCollum too, just because his mid-range game, and that's why I model my game after too, because I get to the mid-range, so I'm not missing really.
Okay, gotcha. Being from Arkansas, there was another big-time NBA guy that played in the NBA from Arkansas too. I know you recently had the opportunity to kind of work with him and pick his brain a little bit. ISO Joe is his nickname. He has one of the greatest nicknames of all time, too. But the opportunity that you had to work out with him, tell the audience a little bit about what that was like and what you actually learned from ISO Joe.
Yes, sir. Working out with Joe Johnson was definitely something that that just doesn't come around a lot. And working with him, it was just a great experience for me, just to know that he came from Arkansas, got to the league. That he gives us hope in Arkansas that we can do it too. And I just able to pick his brain, see how he moves, how he works out, just try to get some tips from him to help my game get better.
Okay. Hey, we're here with 5-star. You heard it first, right here. We're with 5-star Bryson Warren, Mocan Elite, Link Academy. You can expect great things from Bryson this year. Bryson, again, we want to wish you the best of luck and thanks for being on the show today.
Sir, thank you.
This program is brought to you by the City of Fountains Coaches Association.